Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from. Welcome to Stock Market Technical Analysis Daily. This is Friday, April the 9th, 2021. Another week has just gone by, folks. It seems as if it was yesterday. We were talking on Monday, and now all of a sudden, I hope everybody week has been going well, trading wise, and we are looking to close the week on here with uh, some setups that's we hope and we trust you will be able to follow along. I am late. My excuse this morning. I trust. I was definitely cleaning myself up. Not that many put trading this week, right? Most of the winners were really on the call side. So this morning on here, I mean, we still have to clean up our dirts from trading some of them taking trade on the put side. They definitely. So we are going to do a little bit of what worked this week. Like there are a couple of trades that's really I even insisted with some of the traders. Hey, at least simulate them. So I'm hoping that in our coaching session this weekend, some of you will have you will have the opportunity to at least see what the potential is here with the trade alerts, but also on with the different strategies that we are teaching at Successful Trading. I say that because the reason I say that I was late, cleaning myself up, but definitely there's a trade and type of unusual trade that I just put inside of the GangstA trade. Let me know if you have any question about that, please, please, please. That's something that I had to rehearse actually while I was showering, believe it or not, because we though I've taught some of you, well, if you come to coaching session, definitely we have talked about the Ganser trade, or we will be if you are a new trader on here. So the structure of the trade could be like, what's going on here? So please, 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 you still have time, right? We need to put in the trade before, let's say, before the market open, typically. So I'm going to break here 10 minutes before the US Stock Exchange open in New York at 9:30 a.m. Eastern. It's currently 5:57 Pacific time in Southern California, which means we are approaching 3 minutes to 1 p.m. in London, where Mr. T is telling us good morning. We can return a good afternoon to you, sir. Miss Jelo, glad to have you. Mr. Don, glad to have you. Miss Marcy, as usual. All right, this is a small quorum here that usually, yeah, right? So we have 7 people. That's how we like it. Then we can devote the time to specifically addressing your need, and we can just take the liberty because when you have a larger crowd, I don't know, people. So some people may have the own needs to be fulfilled, but here definitely we can address each and every one of your question, and then we can focus onto a specific thing that we may know may be helpful, pertinent to your development as a trader. All right, so uh, okay, so this is Friday. Friday, typically, what's happened on Friday? Friday, it's anybody guess. Now the market has recovered. Where I think both, at least two of the indicators, the main indicators of the market. I don't even know. I mean, well, yeah, we can take SPY as a proxy for the overall market since it encompasses 10 sectors of the US industry. So SPY is trading at all-time high. So that's definitely bullish. But in terms of making money on SPY, other than Monday, it hasn't. We have not had any opportunity. So we are eagerly waiting our next opportunity, and that opportunity starts I mean, from the moment it opens, right? So all bets are safe, but definitely in the last 30 minutes today, we will be focusing on those three ETFs. SPY, here's SPY on here, the upper Bollinger Band as I'm struggling to settle my charts here. I apologize for that. Here's the daily chart of SPY. The upper Bollinger Band, it's at 408.57. I mean, don't get me wrong. SPY gapped up from 406.59 to 408 4793 yesterday, but the entire day, I mean, how much in that? I mean, not that, a couple of points. The body of the candle is literally less than $1. Yeah, between the open and the high, you are looking at 60. 60, 65 cents. Congratulations, SPY. So what's next on here? SPY can obviously push upward. We have said that all along. A stock does not have to stop just because it is facing the upper Bollinger. But with that, I mean, for us, we just want some more movements, if you will, meaning to the tune of 3 points or thereabouts. So 3 points from here take us to, let's say, 411, yeah, 411 and a half. $411.5, so 412, and below that will be 405 or dollar. But those are the type of range. If SPY is to move within the range, especially on a Friday, then yeah, we can expect a big return on the option. So we trade, typically we will be trading SPY with the expiration for today though. So this is will be a day trade, if you will. You can always trade SPY with the next expiration, which is on Monday, as you know, or even Wednesday. But typically, I mean, for me, it's either the closest expiration, which is today, or on Monday. That's how we usually trade SPY on here. So definitely looking for some more movement, more than yesterday, and even the day before yesterday, because the day before yesterday, which was April the 7th, well, guess what? The range, the body of the candle there again tells us pretty much all that we have to know. 405.94, 406.96. That was 1 point. Okay, so not much again on that. So we have that's okay. That's okay. That's what happens as part of trading. What another thing that happened after trading? Let me show you this one. Right? People say, okay, well, with your strategy, where so give us example of how you can lose, right? So this is how you can lose, folks. So let me show you this candle yesterday on QQQ. It's open 334.56, high 335.27, less than a point. Yeah, it's meaning when the stock doesn't move, folks, that's how for us our strategies we will lose money. So here, stock gap up, yeah, gap up. Normally we expect some movement, either the continuation of that or a retrace below, right? So how many points was this on QQQ gapping up? 331.50, 334.50, 3 point decent. As a matter of fact, this move, the same move, SPY did it on Monday, yeah, and then it just carried on. So here we simulated. No, we took the trade. I didn't communicate it because I want to purposely see when something confirms, then we can tell. So here, how many points was this? So this opened at 334.50. So 339 calls, yeah, or 338 calls. It doesn't matter whichever one that you pick. 338, 3 points up, 3 points down, and it did this the entire day. Guess what? The option expiring, both the calls and the puts that you were to get expiring today, they lost a nice 50% because of this. They were not expensive, but still, yeah, they were in the range of 30 between 27 cents 34 cents. But this is an example of, so now here in this, why am I sharing this? The purpose is obviously to teach us how to recognize this type of pattern. So let's say after a good hour here, there is no direction, because this is okay. This is a lower low for the first time. This is a close below VWAP rather, yeah. But this second candle goes and retests VWAP, and actually this other one, this is 15 minutes. Imagine if you're using a 5 minute. On the 5 minute, this is a nightmarish chart. That's why I don't want you to be looking at this stock market. You look at this chart, you're going to have nightmares. This is for me as a trader of options, right? Weekly option. This is the most frustrating chart that I can ever trade. So my friend, so when it happens, trust me, it happens. And definitely, I'm using this example to show. Yeah, I mean, even toward the end, how much? Yeah, it's more. It's even like this. I'm talking about the strangle, both the puts and the call together. You got that position. So 3 points up, 3 points down. Like we trade SPY, right, on the gap. Yeah. So this GangstA trade will have lost you 50% easily for the overall position. Again, they're not expensive because we pick the strike price accordingly to reduce our risk. So let's definitely look for something different today. And oh, Lord behold, well, Lord behold, no, I don't know if I looked at it properly. They're saying that QQQ is gapping down, so meaning that the position this morning, the put side of it, at least it's coming close to showing some type of life. So it's down 3 points after going, not 3 points, 333, 2 points. If that's correct, what trading view is showing us. But this is example. This is a very examples on there. So meaning for you and me, here's the takeaway. Here's the takeaway. I want you to incorporate this in your trading. If you're looking at a chart like this, yeah, at 8 here is 11 o'clock Eastern time. Get out of that trade. Yeah, that's okay. After this much, meaning that an hour and a half of just this type of sideways, maybe it not. Yeah, couple of hours that you have a trade in both direction and is not doing anything this close to expiration. If this is on a Monday or on Tuesday, it's okay. It's okay. But this being on a Thursday, we want some type of move here. The move that we want on here is that what? This stock start trading higher than the high that it posted here on the first candle, or below the low that it posted here on the first candle. So it kept coming on here, taking it, but here definitely 11 a.m. 11:30 Eastern. That's because that's the trading clock. That's the famous trading clock where, I mean, if it starts with sideways, chances are it will continue with that. So we have seen a little bit of this. So I wanted to take the time this morning to spend some time on here for us to educate ourselves in recognizing that and using that trading clock. So the trading clock says we can trade normally from open. For us, we trade GangstA trading, so that's even fine, all the way to 11 Eastern, 11:30 Eastern. Most GangstA trade by then, you have made good money. You have made really good money. So couple of hours, it's that ticking clock. So specifically, unlike a day like today, that applies as well. Couple of hours into the trading session on Friday, you are not seeing any action. It's okay to bail out, and then you can reconvene for the ETFs like SPY, QQQ, IWM, all the way to the end of the session. So hopefully somebody gets something out of this. How about IWM daily chart? This is its 15-minute chart. This was in range as well. I mean, a lot of things. Some of the things were in range yesterday. The last few days, right? Let's take a look here. I mean, Wednesday, there was definitely movement on the 5 point, close to a 4 point move, 220. 219.94, the low, the high, 224.37. So the size of the candle is what we're talking about, right? So now, if we pay attention to this, for those who always ask question about technical analysis, or if you're new to technical analysis, we have 4 candles on here. This has to be able to give us some type of information. Yeah, we cannot predict just the future to say, the stock's gonna do this, but the candle, they are to be giving us some type of information. What we can see on these candles is that we are posting lower highs. What does that mean? This means that each and every day, the current high, it's equal or lower than the previous day high. Yeah, and then at the same time, we are posting kind of lower lows each day. We reach a new lower price that was not reached the previous day, kind of. Yeah, but the trend here, it's really descending. Yeah, so that is somehow you can being able to read the chart like this gets you a direction. And from really, you ask, is neutral, because yesterday we closed just slightly above those yellow and green line, which represent the EMA 8 and the EMA 20. And I need to be mindful when I'm speaking for such a long time to make sure that somehow the quality of the sound is acceptable. Nobody's saying anything. And thank you to the person. It seems as if every time that the show starts, even before the show starts, there's a person is putting a like on the video. It's not me, folks. So I appreciate whomever is liking the content from the get-go on YouTube. There is no newcomer inside the live chat, so we can carry on. So please let me know if, let's say, some of these things they help you, because we take time on here to really teach as well. And anybody out there on the internet, hey, they can take advantage of this information. That's the purpose here at Successful Trading, to equip you with the knowledge so that you can take your trading to the next level. So IWM is in no man's land, but the trend on here, it's definitely hinting as if, hey, let not be surprised if we have that's one of those big candles, or let not be surprised it bounce over here, meaning that it's telling us also that, hey, this price 220 thereabout, that's the line there, that's 220, right? It's kind of a support. How do we know that? The last couple of days tells us that, because we bounce off of that. We also can tell because most recently it behaved at resistance on here. This candle here on March the 24th, 221.31 was the high, but it couldn't get higher than that. And then on this day 220.68, then on this day 220.93. So that 220 is kind of a big deal. So for me, I will put an alert on here to say, hey, if this guy crosses below 220 and confirm, yeah, we have room to go further down. Further down will be 216 on here, and even like the 212. So 220 is a big deal for IWM on there. All right, very good. So it is 9:11. Let's say we have 9 other minutes. Let's see the markets overall. Let's just take a look at here on fees. What's moving this morning? So we have our usual filter, which is off. We want it to auto update by auto refreshing every 10 seconds. So what's moving on here? JKS. Okay, that's a stock that's down minus 10% on this Friday, April the 9th. We do not know that much. Futu Holdings minus 3%. A lot of stock from China are down a little bit this morning. It has been how would you say it? I don't even know. They didn't move that much. The stock from China didn't move that much. We know IQ moved a little bit. Pundudu, definitely Pundudu, PDD. We love saying that name. Pindudu. That's easy to say. Moved a little bit, but I was looking at a watch list that we have in the app, and I was seeing what most of them, they were all minus 1%, minus 2%, and the like. Obviously, here we'll have to scroll down all the way to see those. I see Billy, for instance, here. Down minus 2%. What else is moving here? Really not that much in terms. Dave and Buster, minus 2.62%. That's a consumer cyclical restaurant. That's, I mean, counterintuitive, right? Because we're here in the US mostly right now. I think people they're talking about reopening and things like that. So meaning you will think that that will create a bullish bias. You see about trading the news and the like. Trade the price, folks. Trade the price. That's we have said that enough on here. All right, on the bullish side, okay, Fubo TV. Oh my goodness, look at this stock. This stock used to be rallied all the way to $55 late January. Now you can get that for $22. Welcome to US equity market. So this morning on here, Fubo is up 6%. What else is moving up on here? Marathon Digital Holdings. Okay, it's not a surprise. So this is one that is chart. We talked recently about the breakout being above that 50 area. So it came back down. Now tested support. If it does confirm support, Mara definitely has opportunity to move higher on here. We have depicted that stock on here on what opportunity that it presents rather. Let's see what else are we seeing on here. Really, the markets at least here in the beginning seems to be in kind of a range to be honest with you, but that doesn't mean anything because today being Friday, there are going to be opportunity. Hence, don't be surprised that we took a stock that is not even moving in pre-market at all. So we took this stock. This is the stock that we are using as a GangstA today. I hope you follow it. I need to stop exactly in 5 minutes, 6 minutes, so that I have time to put in that trade. Since it's a little bit of a complex trade, not complex. You put in the orders exactly as we put them, and I even give proportionality in terms of number of contract because we want to corner this stock such that we are not asking for mini strike price. What we want on here, we pick two strike price, 200 and 205, which $2. I mean, this stock on certain days doesn't move $2. The ATR on certain days not $2. But should it decide to move on here, because here is definitely is the middle of nowhere, right? It can come down to the EMA 20132 or lower, but and the reason I'm doing this, folks, I have seen this. I have seen this. Go back. Yesterday I was studying this. I think in the month of March so far there have been 4 Fridays, but even all the way since January, there have been a few Fridays where this thing has not moved. But the Fridays that it has moved, the payouts was huge, huge. Those who who witnessed this, this is what we traded targets and earning. Obviously, here was something else. Yeah, we were able to turn 8 cents contract here on this huge candle to $1.40. That's too much. We're not asking for that today. But we believe that by just this stock target moving, let's say a couple of dollars here up or down, we can take great advantage of that. And we have structured the trade. That's why the trade, I'm using the so-called vanilla GangstA. I'm not using the chocolate GangstA where we go and pick a different strike price. I'm picking one strike price in each direction, but the limit offer are structured such that we get the most out of them. So if you follow along, let us know definitely, and we can talk about it in your next coaching session on here. Some of the stock that move really well this week, just quickly. So how do we make money this week? Square. Hello. This is what Square has been able to do the last 3 days. Yeah. So if you followed along with us, we were posting this live as it happened, right? So for us, we remember we started with the 250 contract. The 250 contract, we were able to sell them at 85 cents. How much were they worth yesterday, folks? $8 something. Oh yeah. By the way, that's another. Yeah, because I usually have the question, hey, how much can a contract be worth? Or there are tools out there who we wish trying to help you with that. At expiration, if you are in the money, the contract will be worth whatever delta it's the current price of the stock minus the strike price. Meaning the 250, the stock is trading at 258 at expiration. If you're holding the 250 calls and the stock is trading at 258, the contract will be worth 258 minus 250. That's a nice rule of thumb on there to give you an idea. But that's on expiration, meaning if let's say that happened on a Thursday, you will, because you still have time left. Time is money, yeah. that part, the time part of that option premium will make the option worth more. So congratulations if you follow the trade on here on Square this week. It wasn't on the trade alert, but for us, we can, when we see things that are moving, we definitely talk about them here. So that was the case here. Another stock that did well. This one was a GangstA trade on Wednesday, I believe. Yeah. So it didn't quite go to 125, but you don't need really for something to go in the money, right? To make big money. Yeah. So yesterday it popped in at 124 and the like. So nice there if you follow along. So this stock on here, where it is, it's this is what we want. We want to trade stock like this. Yeah. Why? Is attacking the upper Bollinger. Meaning the question will be, does it have enough strength for it now? I mean, this is a stock that was worth, the highs here are what, 165 or the likes. So yeah, we like the setup on here. We are not saying that, hey, we're convinced that this is going to be bullish. It showed yesterday. It showed great strength on the bullish side. Yes, because the upper Bollinger is at 120.69, let's say 121, and it really was able to put in some type of great move. Upon its clearing, let's say above 125, my friend, next target 140 and the like. So let's see on there. It may have to come back, cool off a little bit. The EMA 8 here, which will be now acting as supports. As you know, it's about at 114.14. That's the yellow line on there. And again, in case you're missing it for the, I don't know, I wish I had a penny every time that I say that. Yeah. The slope of that yellow line, EMA 8, what is it? Has it been doing the last couple of days? Is crossing below the EMA 20. Yeah. This is a technique that you can look at any type of chart to recognize when the momentum turned bullish very nicely and on any time frame. So this is it happening here on the daily. It may take time for this thing to find room on the upper Bollinger Band, or they can decide to just make it run. We have seen that a great deal On the weekly, what does it look like on the weekly? On the weekly, the stock is, yes, as of yesterday, is just clearing the EMA 20. Let me make sure that you can see it, but you definitely see the inflection point after, let's say, 1, 2, 3, 5 weeks of consolidation here of above 110 or at the 100 110 range. When a stock start doing things like that, and this stock has shown us that, you just look to the left previously what the stock has done at that type of price. So we have a case here back in October where it ran to 139. Then we have this case where it ran to 142. That's all you need to know, folks, for next week. Yeah. So the move here on Peloton is just starting. Yeah. So these are the type of chart that when you see them, yeah, you put that stock in your watch list, and you make sure that, hey, you set an alert to definitely trade that accordingly. One that we waiting for some resolution on here is this one. MU, we talked about that enough. So let's see. Today's Friday. We love trading MU on Friday, as to the point where we made it, how we call it, Friday no wahala trade. So let's say we have the 96 calls on here. I have no idea what this market is going to be doing, but I think we have this thing corner. We hope so. We have the 94 puts. They were relatively cheap yesterday, below 30 cents or thereabout. The 96 calls, similar, I think they were 30 something, less than 35 cents. So let's see on there. We take a sit back, relax. Yeah, that's what the short say. Yeah. So keep calm, breathe, enjoy the 10 baggers. Thank you, everybody. That's what we aim to do on here each and every week. Have a great trading session, everybody, and we catch you next week. Bye bye.